So, good. Let's talk about some things that happened right off the bat. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, percussion was keeping a pretty steady tempo for the first 8 measures, but then by measure 9 we had slowed down considerably. One of the reasons we're working with the metronome so much there. Okay, tenor sax, bass clarinet. I don't think any tenor sax, you guys didn't come in at 21, right?
No.
Yeah, you came in at 25?
Yeah.
Bass clarinet, we have got to stop dragging those 4 measures. I mean, it was considerably behind tempo. I mean, I'm talking like multiple clicks under tempo. Let me hear you guys right there at 21, please. Make sure that you get that. Make sure you get that D above the break. Ready on your embouchures and your air first. 21, 1, 2, and. Good. Now, one of you is pretty out of tune. Let's fix that in a second. Let's do it again. This time. Let's start everybody at 17. Everybody 17. Now you guys showed me that you can play that in tempo. Here we go, 17. Breathe with me. Take a look at your dynamic marking at 25, if that's your first entrance. Seems like tenor sax and bari sax, as a low woodwind group there, are coming in a little louder than everybody else. Make sure that your volume matches the group. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you about something I've said multiple times. Individual dynamics and group dynamics are a lot different, right? Your mezzo forte at home is probably different than mezzo forte in here. And when we're combined all together, your mezzo forte in your sections or your split classes are probably different than it is in full ensembles. Keep in mind we're in a tiny little room, 40 of us crammed in here, okay? So, low ceiling, narrow walls. Your sound has nowhere to go, so it's easy to overplay. Let's do 17 again. Tenors bari, be really careful at 25. Here's 17. Breathe with me again. I'd like for you guys to listen to 2 different parts that are going on at 25. I'd like to hear your flutes and alto saxes at 25. Here we go, flutes, alto sax, 25, breathe with me. Now, let me hear bari sax and tenor sax, as well as bass clarinet at 25. Which one is more important, the first or the second? Yeah, so the moving part is always the more important. You should make sure that if you are not the moving part, that you back off and listen for it. In other words, listen for the melody. Let me have those groups, alto, flute, tenor and bari and bass together. Here we go. It's still a little heavy. Yep. Say that again.
I came in too loud.
Good. And did you get softer as you played?
Yeah.
All right. Sounded like it a little bit. Here we go again. Same group. Do we hear the difference? Do you guys that are not playing hear a difference? Is it significant enough? Do you think it needs to be more soft from them or louder from them, or what do you think?
Louder from them.
Okay, so let's get the group that is already playing. Keeping in mind, mezzo forte is a little harder to do in that range flute, so you can bring it up about a half notch. Alto, I think you're doing just fine in terms of volume. Tiny bit softer in the back, tiny bit louder in the front. Here we go again. 17, I'm sorry, 25. I don't think that exceeds mezzo forte at all. Now let's put it all back together. That's what we're looking for. 17. Everybody 17. Kennedy, just a touch softer throughout, okay? You can go for it in your feature. But when you're just kind of holding the tempo, a little bit softer. Question, Chase? Okay, here we go. 17. You're dragging on the shaker, Colin. Here we go again. Somebody is missing a note continuously in measure 27. Let me hear you all again, because you weren't doing it when I heard you in small groups. 27 or 25, please, and 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it solved itself. Make a mark on your music so it doesn't happen again. Because when it happens once, it's a mistake. If it happens twice, it's a habit. Okay, be careful of that. Now, I would like for everybody to do something for me at measure 33. This is the first time the entire ensemble is playing all together. Okay, a bunch of people have rested this far, and you're finally. I know why you're playing over a little too much, because I've sat for 32 measures. I'm ready to play. Okay, make sure that you save it though, because our biggest impact spots are 65, and right now we're giving it away too soon. You're coming in way too loud at 33, and we don't have much room to grow and decay. All right, here's 33, everybody. Everybody take it down a notch here, keeping in mind that we have all 35 winds playing for the first time. 33, sorry, 33. Okay, let's do something that we've done in our individual classes that we need to finally work on as a full group. Making sure that the quarter notes at 65, 6, 7, and 8 are uniform. I'm speaking specifically about the ones that are on the accented quarters on 1. Okay? Let me hear only, and I know that some of you have quarters and 8s, but I only want to hear your beat 1s. 4 measures only, please. 4 measures only. Beat 1s only, starting at 65. Is anyone unclear about my instructions? Here we go. Beat 1s only, 65. Breathe with me. Okay, so I want you to notice that 1, they were not equal in volume. This is fortissimo throughout, right? This is, other than 89, this is your biggest, heaviest section of the piece. Okay? Make sure that they are maintaining that volume. Also, make sure that they are maintaining length and that they are maintaining the same balance. Okay? And I'll work on that in a second. Again, same thing. Same exact thing. this. Your balance is okay. The length was getting better. The only one that was not tongued very well was the first one. Let's do this. Let's play them like chords. Let's play them like dotted half notes, in other words. Here we go, watch me. Okay, now everybody, I know I haven't heard you guys do the long tones yet, but let's do this, just for the sake of time. Let's go back to playing them just like quarter notes. Accented, heavy quarters. Here we go, everybody. Just 4 beat ones, that's it. Breathe with me. Just quarters, not long tones. Chase, you do just quarters, right? So you should play hit, sweep, hit, sweep. If they were dotted half notes, you could let it ring. But they're quarter notes, so wait until 1 to sweep your hand. Okay, again, that was better, you all. Think about balancing back, balancing down. Okay, now let's go, let's start at 57 and play up until the percussion break as written. Here's 57.
Are we playing the percussion break?
We're going to stop at the percussion break. I'm going to give you time specifically for that. Okay, here's 57. There is a trumpet voice that is sticking out as playing instead of more like a da or a bow. I'm hearing more like blat, like B-L-A-T. That's not a good musical sound. Look at me, please, trumpets. I want to hear da or bow. You got to keep those corners firm and forward. Don't bring them back, or else it's going to sound like that. You know how we make an A or an E sound? We bring our corners back, okay? It's going to sound like that if that's what you do with your corners, just because you're trying to play super loud. Let me hear the trumpets on those 4 quarter notes. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's a lot better. Everybody 65, right on it. 65. Before we move ahead, I feel like your volume is louder before you get to 65. And shouldn't 65 be the loudest? It says powerful there for a reason. I feel like you're using a lot of that power early. And like I said, you're giving it away too soon. 65 and 89, which are basically the same exact phrase, written 2 different places, should be the biggest, heaviest part of our music, and you guys are exceeding that. Not just matching it, but exceeding that before you get there. Let's go back a little ways to 41. And I promise to work on the percussion break now. 41, please. Just keep in mind, dynamics. Listen outside of yourself and outside of your section. Here's 41. I just hear, can I hear the percussionists only 4 measures before 89? Percussionists only 4 before 89. Keeping in mind that in 85 and 86, beat 1 should be a good bit heavier than 2 and 3. Okay? Here we go. 85. Percussionists only. Thanks for not trying to be sarcastic. Back row, sorry, not back row. Percussion again. Kennedy, make sure that you save the 16ths for the 2 measures before 89. Again. Big beat 1, smaller beats 2 and 3. That's really good crescendo, Chase. I'd like a little more of that from the djembe as well. Here we go again. Same thing. Breathe with me, percussionists. Okay, good. Now, if I could have everybody at 85, all wins as well, we'll take it to the end. Here we go. 85 to the end. And then we'll set up for a full run. Here's 85.